Welcome back to the channel. I am Matt the Supreme, and today we're going to be discussing an upcoming Yeezy release, the Adidas Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Linen, releasing April 18th for a retail price of $220 USD. Like all upcoming Yeezy videos, we're going to be discussing wearability, stock/availability, as well as resale predictions. Let's get into it. So I got some pictures courtesy of sneakerbardetroit.com. The linen has a bluish gray sock liner with a matching color translucent stripe, and that translucent stripe also is reflective. The entire prime knit of the shoe is the same color, and it is kind of like a beigeish, yellowish color. I'm not sure exactly what you would call that. They're calling it a light brown prime knit upper. Personally, it looks more of like a beige to me than it does a brown, but they're entitled to their opinion too. And the shoe also has a gum rubber outer sole. I think it's a pretty nice shoe. I like it. There's no heel tab on it, which I don't like, but I do think the colors they're decent. I think a lot of people are mad because they think that it looks like the sesame or it looks like the butter. And yeah, I understand that, but you gotta put it in perspective that we already know what we're getting with the 350s. It's a bunch of different colors that it's different, but it's similar. They're different shades. They're different small variations. And so once you understand that that's the expectation that you need to have about it, you can go, okay, you know what? Despite it looking similar to those, this is a dope colorway. That's pretty much what I think about it. I did do a lot of research. I spoke to a lot of people, and it seems that a lot of people are not really a fan of this for personal. It also seems like girls are a little bit more interested in this shoe than guys. And I think that's something interesting and something that we should take note, and I definitely thought that when I saw the shoe at first as well. I thought, wow, guys are not gonna like it because of almost the pastel kind of like Eastery vibe on the shoe. It definitely makes you think of spring, and I think that's pretty much what we're gonna see with it. I'm surprised a lot of people actually are hating this shoe a lot. Maybe I'm biased on it. The reflective stripes, always just a bonus on it. And also it means they're not going to be releasing a separate reflective pair, which in my opinion sometimes devalues the original pair. So that's good. Overall, my wearability score on this shoe is going to have to be a 6.5, which is actually good. Anything above a 5 is considered good. I think this shoe can be worn with a lot of different outfits, relatively, a lot of different occasions. It's laid back, it's reserved, but it's cool. I like the tint of blue on it. They don't really do that much anymore. We're seeing a lot more of these kind of earthy colors, so I like that grayish blue kind of sky almost color. That's what I think about the wearability. What does wearability mean, Matt? Well, I pretty much use it to see the interest that we're gonna get. How many people are interested in buying the shoe? Figuring out what the demand is definitely very important if you're interested in reselling the shoe. Moving on to stock/availability. Let me just say that I did find out that this shoe is gonna be releasing on a lot more sites than I thought. I thought it was gonna be an Adidas Yeezy Supply exclusive. It is not. It's releasing on all the foot sites. It's releasing on a bunch of other consortium sites. Obviously, we don't have any in-person drops because of the coronavirus. So all the stock's gonna be online. I'm not sure if that's gonna affect the stock amount from those other sites. You know, like if they're getting the same amount of pairs that they would if their store was open. I feel like it should probably make the stock a little bit lower from them. They're probably not gonna buy as many shoes with their stores closed. Just my opinion. That's obviously gonna be a big factor. As far as stock numbers, I did actually hear a figure on this drop, and so I'm hearing right around 30 to 40,000 pairs between the Adidas app, because it's not gonna be dropping on Adidas on Saturday. It's on the Adidas app where you could reserve a spot to potentially get a pair, which I'd recommend downloading that app right now if you don't have it, or on YeezySupply.com where it's gonna be dropping regularly. And so 30 to 40,000 pairs on there, plus you got foot sites, plus all these other sites. We could see probably either around or a little bit less pairs on those sites combined. Usually Adidas and Yeezy Supply have majority of the stock. Like 50 to 75% of the stock. I think this is gonna be a smaller drop than some of the other shoes. I do think the total stock, in my opinion, is gonna be around 50,000. And let me just repeat, everything that I just said, the stock numbers, that's what I heard, is my opinion. It is not a fact, it's an opinion. So don't act like, yo, it's guaranteed low stock, let me run it up. Do your own research and come to your own conclusion. But what I heard and what I've been feeling about is that it's gonna be 50K or less. And so what does that mean? That's relatively low if not low, towards the middle. So it's not gonna be anything like a crazy amount of stock. You might see some of the bigger sizes sit for a couple minutes, but I honestly have a feeling that if it sits, it's gonna be for not a long time. It's not gonna be like days or weeks. I think it'll be pretty quick because, like, I'm thinking stock is not gonna be insanely high on this. It's gonna be decent, don't get me wrong, you will be able to cop a pair, but it's not crazy high. Part of the reason why you're gonna be able to cop a pair is because people are sleeping on the shoe. It's all relative. Moving on to resale predictions. So, I look at StockX, I've been tracking this for a bit. I've been looking at GOAT as well, and so on StockX right now, the shoe on the larger sizes is as low as 300, maybe even by right now in the 290s. And on the base sizes, we're seeing it low 300s, like 310, up to about 350 on size 4 and 4.5. And let me just break this down for you, like how this happens. It didn't come out yet. Why is the price so low? Like I said, the stores are closed. And so what that means is that all the normal people that are like backdooring these, meeting up with the people at the stores and getting them, those people aren't getting them. What's happening is the stores now are literally just dumping on StockX. Maybe not the store, but an employee of the store. And they have the shoes, you know, 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks prior to the release. And so they sell them on StockX because they're gonna get more money than the retail price, $220. It's kind of creates this weird narrative. But at the same time, the normal backdoor people that are getting it aren't selling their pairs. And so what I think is that it kind of actually lowers the price because these people aren't greedy. They're willing to get like any amount more than what they would normally get. So if they could sell a shoe for $250, like they're fucking happy because they have so many pairs. It creates this weird kind of pricing on StockX, and then we see like that size 4 and 4.5 for like $50 more than the rest of Bay, which is kind of weird. Usually 4 isn't like the best Bay size. Makes me think that 4 and 4.5, for some reason, there's either lower stock or the people that have the back doors for whatever reason didn't get those pairs. I'm gonna be going for base sizes. I think that this is gonna be at least lunch money on the base sizes. On all the regular sizes, it's probably gonna brick. I'm not going for it. If you want a personal, definitely cop one. You got free returns on Yeezus flying and Adidas now, so it is no risk technically. That's great. But as far as base sizes, there's gonna be lunch money on them. I'm pretty confident in this. I think minimum profit on base sizes, which is gonna be 4 to 6.5. We're gonna see $20 on StockX, and best case we could see $40 to $50 profit on StockX after the drop, maybe even a little bit more. Now I know some people don't think that this is a lot. You know, 50 bucks, your profit margin is not the best, it's low 20s, but if you get a bunch of pairs, you get 10, 20, 30 pairs, it adds up, it's a lot of money, and you can make money. So what I'm gonna leave you guys with, don't sleep on this. I think a lot of people are sleeping on it, which is good because it's gonna be easier to get the pairs. And also, less resellers are gonna get pairs, more people that want the pairs are gonna get them, which helps the resale because, you know, there's less people selling them. If you're gonna be able to make money on it, and if you can't make money on it, you can return it for free, why wouldn't you do it? Let me add one thing. You know, I use credit cards to get this stuff, which means I don't pay for the stuff immediately. The money doesn't come out of my account until I pay the card, which depending on how long it is, I usually have around, you know, 20, 30, 40 days to pay for that item. If you have cash and you're using a debit card or privacy.com or something like that, and that money's gonna be gone the second you cop it, maybe reconsider it. Your cash, yeah, it's gonna be used better for another drop. You know what I mean? It's gonna be, you're gonna be able to make more money on the 700 bone that's coming out next week than on this shoe, obviously. But the way I look at it is I have credit, and I have a decent amount of credit, and a lot of people have a decent amount of credit, and that should be utilized to buy these shoes without actually tying up any of your cash asset and make money on it. And it's that simple. So base sizes, 4 to 6.5. I'm gonna go a little bit harder on 4 and 4.5 because I see the prices are a little bit higher now, but we'll spread it out between all the base sizes. That's my thought about the linen. What do you guys think? Comment down below what you think about the design of this shoe as well as future resale and just your opinions in general. I'm excited for it. I rented out a bunch of Phantoms, so there's gonna be a video of me copping. So if you don't wanna miss that, make sure you click the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, like the video, comment, follow me on Twitter and Instagram and everywhere else. Be safe. I'll catch you in the next one. Good luck. Peace, fam.